Friends, let's talk about your bow hold. When I was in school at Juilliard, one of my teachers was Masao Kawasaki. And in his studio class, I performed Zigeunerweisen by Sarasate. And we went around the room, and each student would give comments before Mr. Kawasaki did. One of the students, one of my colleagues, said, my bow hold needed transformed. I needed a completely different bow hold. And she recommended, some different ideas, and I said, okay. And then finally we got to Mr. Kawasaki, and he said, no, your bow hold is fine. But maybe for some more difficult passage work, you can spread your fingers out just a little bit more. Friends, what did I learn from this? A radical change to your bow hold may or may not be possible. It might not be the most practical thing or even the right thing to completely reform your right hand. Your bow hold has to be natural to you, totally organic. What Mr. Kawasaki was implying is that maybe if a complete transformation isn't the right thing or isn't possible, perhaps changing your bow hold a little bit in percentages, in tiny increments, is actually the way to approach this. There are many types of bow holds. You have Franco-Belgian. You have, of course, the Russian bow hold. You have a German bow hold, which is very rare these days. It's very vertical. When you are working on a difficult passage and you're looking for something different, you can always change your bow hold 10%. You can always flatten those knuckles a little bit. You can always do what Mr. Kawasaki told me. Spread the fingers apart just a little bit, maybe not too tight, not too narrow, because it doesn't allow for the most control, especially when you get nervous. Am I saying that a complete change to your bow hold isn't possible? No. It might be the right thing for you. It might be that antidote to tendinitis. However, I think that for many, many people, it's important to remember that a radical change might not be necessary, but to know that small changes are possible and might be incredibly helpful to your current bow hold, I think is invaluable advice. Friends, what should I cover next?